Dalek together. It's a replica of the gold leader Dalek from Day of the Daleks, which is a Doctor Who episode from 1973, I believe. Is that correct, Mark? Correct! We stumbled upon the plans for how to build a Dalek online at projectdalek.co.uk, and I immediately emailed Rob and I said, Rob, what do you think about building a Dalek? And he said, I'm in. And right now he's actually in. This is the result of a year's work and about $1,500. A lot of that went to the paint job. Rob is probably getting, if how I'm feeling out here is any indication, Rob's probably really hot in there. Correct. Yeah. So I think we'll break character and actually unleash Rob so he can come out with us. So Rob, let me know when you're ready for the dome. So this is Rob Green. One significant way this differs from the original props is that the original props were intended to be operated on very flat studio floors, and they were actually moved around by people sitting inside, pushing with their feet like a person on an office chair. And when Rob and I tested this on the court outside my house, we realized that you use muscles you never thought you had. You can pull a heavy Dalek and yourself around basically by pulling with your feet. Yeah. So we have obtained a motorized wheelchair, which is inside here, allows us to drive the Dalek around. The motorized wheelchair's battery actually powers also the lights and the sound system as well, which if you want to talk a bit about.
Yeah, we very quickly realized that I was in the Dalek shuffling around with my feet once, exactly once, and then we realized that, motorization is definitely the way forward. And because we have a wheelchair motor in there, it's very handy because all the electronics work on 12 volts, which is kind of cool. I had an electrical engineer friend of mine in Britain who builds the actual ring modulator with the official Dalek sounding voice, so it actually is an honest to God ring mod that runs at 30 hertz and makes you sound exactly like a Dalek. He was just he was a guy who wants to build everything properly. The lights are also activated by the volume of my voice as I speak into it, so I don't have to be in there with a little switch flicking anything. It actually comes on based on how loudly you actually speak into the mic, so that's very, very cool. I can take no credit for it other than I asked him to do it, and he said absolutely and went ahead and built that, so that's all down to the guy who isn't here.
And that's actually another difference from the original props, right, in how the lights work?
Yeah, in the original props, there was somebody off stage, sort of doing the Dalek voice, and the guys in were flashing the lights as to how they thought the voice was going to go to try and synchronize it up. So if you watch old Doctor Who episodes, the lights are rarely in sync with what the Daleks are actually saying. Some people say that's part of the charm. They got rid of that for the new series. They actually do have a similar system we have now, so I guess not. But it was an interesting project to build.
There's a lot of scrounging involved.
A lot of scrounging involved, yeah. I mean, just kind of going from the bottom up. The base was plywood with sort of an MDF fender and rubber stripping that you put on sort of edging for sort of industrial buildings. That's what that is there.
Baseboard, industrial baseboard.
Yeah, industrial baseboard. That's the word I'm looking for. The skirt is made out of MDF.
And a lot of Mondo.
And a lot of Mondo. Yeah. And actually, it's surprisingly strong. It can support the entire weight of the Dalek all by itself. The hemispheres, I doubt you would guess, are actually
bowling balls?
Sorry?
Toy bowling balls?
Not toy bowling balls. They're actually for Michaels. They're do-it-yourself Christmas tree ornaments. They split in half so you can decorate them. But we found, for some reason, whenever there's a sphere on a Dalek anywhere, it's always 4 inches. So I guess the original designers had access to a lot of these, or they just liked the measurement or something. But these Christmas tree ornaments from Michaels are also exactly 4 inches. So they fit the bill for all kinds of things.
This is made out of metal. It has kind of a metallic look to it, obviously being painted gold, but almost none of it is metal. The gun is metal. This is actually the handle from a weed cutter from Lee Valley with a never used toilet plunger. It's been cut down.
Yeah, we figured we'd spend $3 to get it.
To make this is the eye itself is two of these hemispheres with the end cut off one and a tin can slid inside to hold all the eye mechanisms, which Rob will tell you about in a bit. The eye itself is aluminum tubing, and inside there's a threaded rod that we got from an old lamp. Where did we get that from? It's from some...
I think it was the Salvation
Army store or something.
Yeah, we bought an old lamp. All we needed was the hollow threaded rod inside that, and old lamps have those, so we didn't spend the $3 to try to sell some lamp.
And this here is gutter guard that we salvaged from a roofing company's dumpster. We just pulled out, all we needed were little pieces, we cut it up and painted it. And this is expanded aluminum, one of the more expensive parts. We actually had to buy this and fit it in place and spray paint it. These are actual side lenses from Land Rovers. They're not the exact ones used on the Daleks, but they're very, very close. They're from a later model, and we had to buy them. It was actually cheaper to buy the actual lenses from England and have them shipped over here than it was to buy ones that looked almost like them from Canadian Tire here.
Yeah, so the neck ring, the rings themselves are solid MDF that his brother-in-law was kind enough to do on his industrial router. He's a carpenter by trade, so he very kindly made those for us because it would have been awkward pieces to get looking as good as they do ourselves. The original Daleks used a type of dowel as these neck struts here, which is like a trefoil shape, which they stopped making in the 70s. So Pete actually glued together 3 smaller pieces of dowels to make that trefoil sort of design. The later Daleks, you'll notice, if your Doctor Who fans, don't actually have that anymore. The later builds are just these solid strips. The dome itself, we actually got from another builder on the Project Dalek website, because this is fiberglass and we have absolutely no skill in using fiberglass, although I think for our next Dalek build we're thinking of learning. Because
Well, we can only have one.
The second one's almost finished. Yeah, so we'll
Red body, silver body, which one?
Are we going to have our own Doctor Who episode?
Well, somebody's talented with the